Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Journal with a Witch. Synopsis on any list. Reclusive novelist Makio Kodai has always preferred the company of books, but when her sister and brother-in-law passed away, Makio unexpectedly becomes the guardian of her 15-year-old niece Asa Takumi. As they navigate grief, clashing personalities, and the challenges of living together, the two slowly open their hearts to each other, discovering warmth, understanding, and the meaning of family. So this is a drama, slice of life. I feel like a very mature one. Not in the 18+ way, but in the themes we have. Now we have the novelist Makio Kodai is the one on the left. She's living alone. She's very, as is stated here, she's very reclusive. She doesn't really take much care about herself or of herself. She eats the same meals every week. She doesn't really clean. She, doesn't really care what she wears as well. Which I feel like, I can see as the typical novelist lifestyle. She's very focused on writing her books. And then we have her niece, Asa Takumi, on the right. Now, she lost both her parents. And the first 3 episodes especially, but probably the whole series works or tries to highlight the emotional aspects of, Asa Takumi. Of her losing her parents, losing her home, losing, the security that came with that, slowly but surely losing her memories of her early life, and now having to live with Makio Kodai, a new home. She has to find new, try to find a new security here, try to build a bond with Makio so she can feel secure here, she can feel like this is family. And additionally, she feels probably that her extended family has also more or less drifted away, because one of the early scenes why they are now living together was that after the funeral there was a whole family around, as I don't know why, but they sat together and everyone had an excuse why they couldn't care for Asa Takumi. Oh, I'm living off my seniority thingy. Oh, I don't have, my apartment is not big enough. There were even people who are like, oh, I heard she's not even blood related. A lot of bullshit was said. And Makio is the only one that reached out, went out of her comfort zone and was like, hey, my apartment is dirty. I am, I am often in a foul mood. You can live with me, and you can be who you want to be at my apartment. And, Asa took that chance and they started living together. And then we have to unravel all the emotions that come with losing so much in so short of a time. And it does this pretty well. Makio is a very good influence. She has some very nice and solid advice. One of them is that Asa should just start a journal. Just write down what you want, start a journal. No one is going to read it. You can decide what you want to write, how much, when. All is under your control. You don't need to write what you don't want to. Just, have an outlet. I'm assuming that maybe Makio had something similar in the past, because we do see some of her past leading through. especially regarding her sister that died. And another advice was that these emotions that Asa is feeling, those are her own. No one can interfere with them. No one has any right to these feelings. No one has any right to demand you feel a certain way. These feelings are yours, under your control, and everyone is different. Because I feel like I am, in my opinion, a very empathetic, whatever, person, and I feel like there are a lot of people in similar shoes to mine. However, even though we believe we are able to empathize well, we are not really able to do that because everyone is feeling differently. It is pretty well, shown in examples where some parts just hit different for people. A show that has like a sad scene, some people are getting teary-eyed, some people are crying, some people say it doesn't hit them at all. And everyone is different. Everyone has different feelings, a different perception of what is happening. It also is for the body. I mean, as a man, if I see someone getting hit in the balls, I recoil. I assume I know what it feels like, but no one knows what it feels like at the moment. We all know it sucks. It is not a good feeling. How bad it sucks, we have no idea. We assume we do, but we don't really. And there are a lot of feelings, a lot of especially emotional things, because emotional duress and changes are very hard to communicate, that there's no wrong reaction to something like these emotional changes, and everyone experiences those different, because Asa has a reaction that is maybe not necessarily what you would expect, at least, but it is understandable nonetheless. We also have some naturally drama because of her state. We always see her mental state, which is very interesting to see what she envisions, more or less. And again, it feels very mature way to showcase someone dealing with, I wouldn't necessarily call it trauma, but with an emotional impact such as this one. And I quite enjoyed this one. Animation was nice, the art style is nice, it fits perfectly, and again, a very mature theme, in my opinion. Now, ratings. AniList has 82% at the moment. My Anime List 8.19. Now, these ratings, they are mostly arbitrary. We only have 3 episodes to judge. For me, at the moment, I would say it's 9 out of 10. I really enjoy this one. I look forward to seeing more. And if you like a little bit more of a mature show, I would definitely give this one a chance.